for your sports picks for today and tonight's action. So make sure you like and subscribe. And of course, you want to set those notifications to make sure you're with us live so you can bet in the best numbers with our expert picks delivered by our cappers over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, just a reminder of a few things, guys, about our promo code running. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use the promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and then getting signed up. Also love to hear from you, so post your picks in the comments below. All right, let's take a look at who's on the show with us here for today. With us is Dylan Guesswin, Ramon Scott, and Collins Brown. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get the show underway. Let's welcome in Collins Brown. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com, where he's doing fine work up there. You'll find his videos up there as well overnight. Be sure to check those out. Let's bring in Collins right now. Collins, what's happening?
Oh, nothing, man. Just hanging out. How are you, brother?
Doing great, doing great. All right, here we go. Major League Baseball here for Monday, 8 Eastern time, features the White Sox hosting the Blue Jays. Blue Jays favored here, $1.35, total of 9.
Yeah, so the Blue Jays are going to go with Jose Berrios tonight, and the White Sox with Lance Lynn. Berrios away is 2-2 with a 5.97 ERA and a 1.41 WHIP. Berrios in his last 3 is 2-0 with 22 innings pitched and 6 earned runs. In his last 7 games, I believe that WHIP is a sub-1 as well. Berrios allowed 2 to Minnesota and 3 to Baltimore in that 2-0 stretch in those 3 games. And Lynn's only had 1 start this season. It was against the Tigers, and he looked very out of character. 4.1 innings pitched, 10 hits, and 3 earned runs with a 2.31 WHIP. And we can expect that with a guy that's 35 years old coming off an injury like that. It was kind of pretty much a second rehab start for him against the Tigers, and I look for him to be back pretty much in regular season form here. I'm not expecting a lot from this White Sox offense tonight. Against right-handers, they hit .238 for an average and .642 OPS. That's good enough for 28th in the Major League Baseball. And then the White Sox at home hit for a .226 average and a .640 OPS. That's good enough for 29th in baseball. The Blue Jays against right-handers hit pretty good. That's a .250 average and a .738 OPS. And the Blue Jays away hit for a .248 average and a .717 OPS. The public is on this over pretty heavy. We've got 77% of the tickets. But that over's just getting 28% of the money. So I'm going to go contrarian here with the public and go under 9 and kind of align with the sharp money here.
All right, we got Collins here going White Sox, Blue Jays, under total of 9 runs. Yeah, you're going to expect a little bounce back here from Lance Lynn, a veteran who knows what he's doing. Was taken out early in that game. He wasn't very happy. I don't know if he had a little skirmish there with the manager. There was some back and forth there when he was pulled from the game. But anyway, you would expect that return there, as you said before here, with the White Sox hitting. Of course, the Blue Jays not the same hitting team on the road.
Right. They hit it a little bit better than the White Sox do at home. That OPS is still a sub-league average away with a 717 OPS. And this Blue Jays team is one that's going to hit really well at home, and we saw it yesterday in that series, in that 3 games, the final game of that 3-game series against the Yankees. They put up 10 runs in that one. So I look for Lynn, like you're saying, to bounce back after that start against the White Sox. He's a fiery guy. He's, like I said, he's getting a little bit older in that career. So I look for him to bounce back here. What does worry me a little bit as far as the White Sox go is that hitting at home and against right-handers. I mean, they're absolutely terrible. But with Berrios, they're going to have a little bit of leeway. So a side here, I'm not really willing to pick either side here, but I'll give you the under at 9. I think both of these guys have a pretty good start.
All right, Collins here on the White Sox Blue Jays under total of 9. This one will have a start time of 8 Eastern time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Collins, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com here for tonight's action. We do have one game going on, so that our 9-pack becomes an 8-pack. We do have that NHL game, big game 3 tonight. Avalanche and Lightning. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, so like you mentioned, I've already got one game going on. That's going to be the Marlins and the Mets, hoping to cash a winner there. And then I've got 4 more plays on top of that. So you can go in and get those single plays. I don't think the package is going to be available for you. But if you see a game you like, go ahead and jump on that one. I really like this card tonight. I found some sides that I really do like. I've got the short videos as well out. And then I've got the 3-day, the 7-day, and the monthly pass, as well as the MLB all-season pass. I just dropped that one down to $349. So go ahead and jump on that if you're willing to, or if you want to wait a little bit and get the pack after the All-Star break. I'm going to do a second half season pack for MLB as well. So there's plenty of options out there for you. I know that we've got some guys jumping into the college baseball tonight. So go ahead and look at some of those picks as well for the college baseball. We've got 9 MLB games, one's going on, and then we've got one more college baseball game left for tonight.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Collins Brown over at Tony'sPicks.com. Showing good profit NHL for this season. He does have action up there for you. You can get on board with this MLB baseball season pass, 3-day all sports pass as well up there from Collins Brown over at Tony'sPicks.com. So a good time to get on board here with long-term passes from Collins. 7-day pass to get you all of Collins baseball here for 7 days as well as his NHL. We're guaranteed at least 2 more from this NHL Stanley Cup Finals. If there's a 5th one, that will be part of the 7-day pass, because we've got every other day scheduling now here in this Stanley Cup Finals. It's a good time to get on board with Collins Brown over at Tony'sPicks.com. Whatever pass you select, you can use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access this page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and getting signed up. And that promo code can be used as many times as you like on as many packages as you like, not just a 1-month pass or a single day pass. Use on every pass there over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, Collins, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll continue to keep an eye on your videos. I know you're producing now video series over at the site.
Yeah, it was. This one's doesn't really have a time limit on it, so I can kind of take my time a little bit. I feel like I ran a mile after I get done with those short videos. I don't know how you get some of those out in 45 seconds. I feel like I ran a mile after I get done trying to squeeze all that content into 1 minute there.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, Collins, we'll keep an eye, keep up the good work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Do the same.
You got it. Collins Brown here on Game Day Picks. With the Game Day Picks here Monday through Friday at 3 Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us so you can bet into the best numbers. Let's continue on here with the show. Now it's time to welcome in Dylan Guessman. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. He put up some great work up there as well. Let's get Dylan in right now. Let's see if we can find him in here. Oop, hang on, I went too far here. I think we'll find Dylan in just a second. Oop, going back and forth here with the preview here. 1 second here. We'll find Dylan. I think we're ready to go. Here we go. Dylan, what's happening?
Hey, Tony. Doing good. How about you?
Great. Doing great. All right, here we go. We're going into Major League Baseball tonight. The game tonight here at 7 Eastern Time features the Yankees hosting the Rays on the road against the Rays. The Yankees $1.30, total 6.5.
Yeah, so Yankees here right now are on fire. It's not going down anytime soon. You know, it's been due to their great hitting and excellent pitching. Garrett Cole's going to take the hill for the Yankees here. He's 6-1 with a 3.33 ERA for New York. He's talked 6 shutout innings in his last outing, allowing 5 hits to 7 strikeouts. That performance came against the Rays last week. Now he's going to face the same lineup that looks to replicate his dominance here. Cole's not allowed an earned run in 2 of his past 3 starts. He's 1-0 with a .75 ERA, 17 strikeouts in 2 games against the Rays this season. Cole's plenty of offensive firepower behind him. The Yankees here, 9th in batting average, 2nd on-base percentage, 2nd in runs, 1st in home runs, 1st in slugging percentage. The firepower has no limits, and almost every hitter in their lineup here is, a threat to inflict some damage here. It helps when pitching remains excellent. Yankees have the 4th best bullpen in baseball. When a starter leaves the game, their relievers are coming in and holding up the fort here. New York's uncomfortable in all situations. Their bullpen gets the job done majority of the time here. They're going to be up against the Rays here, which is still a good team. Over there, also in the same division as the Yankees, as much as their impact here, the Rays are going to go with Shane Callahan today. He's 7-3 with a 1.84 ERA. Likewise, he's tossed 6 innings in his last start, allowing 4 runs, 1 earned, with 7 strikeouts. And, the Yankees here at Yankee Stadium should be a nice pitching duel here. He's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 8 straight games. Additionally, he's allowed 1 earned run or fewer in 6 of his past 7 games, with a 1.1, 1.5 ERA, and 14 strikeouts. Yankees and Rays here, both going to throw some amazing pitchers on the mound. Usually it's a spell for excellent pitching duel. It's what happened last week. I see the same thing happening here, but just given Yankees' offensive firepower here, I'm going to go with the Yankees on the money line.
All right, we got Dylan here on the Yankees money line, -130 against the Rays. Yeah, hard to argue that one. The Yankees bullpen has been fantastic. Both bullpens are good. I definitely give the edge to the Yankees hitting lineup in this one. They have faced McClanahan twice this season. They've hit 3 homers against McClanahan, Dylan, in those 2 games in 12 innings.
Yeah, in the home run ball here, we can't see it go out at Yankee Stadium. I'm not seeing that there's going to be a whole bunch of home runs in this game. I do think it's a lower scoring game. And so that's why my lean here is going to be on the more strong offense here, which is the Yankees.
All right, we got the Yankees here on the road here. It's the Yankees minus 130 against the Rays. This one will have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time over on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Dylan, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com. We're showing good results here in baseball last 30 days. We have still 8 games on the board as this Mets and Marlins game tipped off early today. We have the big NHL game as well. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, so if you want to access my most confident picks and plays, the ones I personally bet on, head over to the site here. I've got a nice 2-pack for you today, one in the MLB and one in soccer. Doing great in both those sports here, so you can grab both of those for just $25. If you're interested for something a little bit more long-term, I also have my 3, 7, or 30-day all-sports pass. And you can grab my MLB season pass for just $269. Very affordable pricing there. Get every play I post for the entire MLB season coming up here.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Dylan Guess one over at Tony's Picks. Going great results there in MLB this season. Soccer as well. You can get on board with Dylan. I'll have some plays up there for you as well as the long-term passes. Of course, he does have a baseball singing banger. Remainder of MLB season free for $269. That's regular season pass only here from MLB. Also the long-term passes with Dylan's 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. You get all of his premium plays for that time period to select. When you go to his handicapper page and you make that purchase, we can save you money here. We can save you 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use the promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access Dylan's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and then getting signed up. All right, Dylan, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Sounds great, Tony. Thanks.
You got it. Dylan Guessone here on Game Day Picks. Hey, we're with you Game Day Picks Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Guys, make sure you subscribe. You want to set those notifications. You want to be with us live when we give out the picks so you can make sure you get the best numbers when you make your bets. Let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Now it is time for Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Bring him in right now. Ramon, what's happening?
Hey, Tony, had a good weekend, watched a lot of golf. I watched a lot of commercials.
That's
and
right.
then I saw some golf.
Yes. I heard about that with the commercials there. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern time. We got the Pirates here hosting the Cubs. $1.10 both sides, total of 8.
Yeah, the Cubs and the Bucks. Gotta find. We don't have a lot of games out here today, Tony. We gotta find some ways to cash. So I'm gonna head on out to PNC for the first game of the series between the Cubs and the Bucks. Killian and Brubaker in this one. Tony Killian, he got rocked last time out. He's got an 8 ERA in his 2 starts so far. The Cubs allowed 26 runs in those 2 games, including 19 to San Diego. Not a great start for the prospect for the Cubs. Brubaker, his numbers might be okay on the surface. Unfortunately, he's 0-7. But the Pirates are 5-8 in his start, so probably not a lot of run support there. He's 0-3 in his last 3 starts, but 5.51 ERA in those 3 starts. He has faced the Cubs already twice this year. On May 17th, a 7-0 loss. He went 5 1/3, 6 runs, 4 earned, 6 hits, but did strike out 10, though. I'm looking to get into these bullpens a little bit, Tony. This game is kind of like what happens when poor hitting meets poor pitching, I would think. The movable object against the weak force, the reverse of the cliche maybe. But Cubs, 8.62 bullpen ERA over the last 10 games. Pirates, a little better, but still 5.35 bullpen ERA over the last 10 games. So I can't like these lineups too much. I don't mind maybe the top of the order. We'll see what the Cubs come with today. But Morel, he was hot. He had a good series, and Contreras hopefully happen VR, because I'm looking to go over in this one, Tony. We'll mention for the Bucks, Hayes and Reynolds, they continue to perform well. I'm hoping for production from Vogelbach and Chavez here. But just want to mention, Tony, Jake Sawinski, who's from Chicago, by the way, and the Bucks basically acquired him from the Padres for about 2 months worth of Adam Frazier. That was a bad deal for the Padres, but he had the 3 home runs yesterday. Kind of a nice story, including the game winner. I guess became the first player to hit 3 homers, and I don't know what it had in outfield, something like that. But anyway, Sawinski was kind of No, the star of the weekend, really, maybe in the major league. So hoping Jake's in there tonight. Jack Sawinski. Jack Sawinski's his name. Can't mess up the guy's name, Tony. Hit 3 home runs against the Giants, including the game winner, Jack Sawinski. But both these teams, Cubs bottom 5, really, in runs allowed on the road. The Bucks bottom 5, runs allowed at home. So I see it going over, Tony, in the first game of the series. We'll mention to you on the side for anyone interested. Maybe I'm going to have a pick in this one, not sure. But the Pirates are 1-11 in game 1 of any series off a straight up win. So they're coming off that win, and they're 1-11 in the next game when they start a new series. So just a little tidbit there, Tony. I'm looking to go over though tonight with the Cubs and the Bucks in Pittsburgh.
All right, we got Ramon here with the Cubs and the Pirates. What if they played the Cubs 12 times? What do you think they'd go? Yes, that's
right.
I know.
Interesting, Tony, you mentioned, you remember what the Bucks did to the Dodgers against teams that are 600 winning percentage or higher this year. The Bucks have by far the highest ROI. So yeah, maybe against a bad team, not so great, but Bucks against good teams, they come to play. So I think that's a little bit of hope for the Bucks in the future.
There you go. Cubs Pirates here over a total of 8 runs in here. Of course, Brubaker and Killian here, and the Cubs they come off that loss here against Atlanta. We'll see about their bats. Very inconsistent. You'll see what you're going to get from them. Of course, the Pirates have shown offense here past 3 of their 4 games. They did put up some runs.
Yeah. And again, I just can't get over the day that Jack Sawinski had, and I can't get over that the Padres traded Marcano and Sawinski for Adam Frazier, who was a complete bust and was eventually just traded off, but nobody liked him. I actually thought he might be okay in this type of situation down here. That was not the case. Adam Frazier didn't work out at all, and looks like the Bucks, we might have a great, good GM who makes some moves, but it looks like he lost this one. Sawinski looks like a player, and he's from Chicago, so hey, maybe look for that tonight with them playing the Cubs. Sawinski playing the team from Chicago.
All right, so Ramon here, Cubs, Pirates, over the total of 8 runs. This one here will have a start time of 7 Eastern Time, MLB Extremes channel. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com. We're showing good results here in NHL. We're into Game 3 of the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. Of course, we've got still 8 games on the board for Major League Baseball. I know you get into some of these other sports as well. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Well, Tony, I do get into the other sports, but right now I'm just going to stick with the NHL, the way things – got a little tailspin here, but not in the NHL where I've won 6 straight games, and I will have a play. It's not up yet, but also have the video series, which has also been red hot. I've been really getting side and total on all these last few playoff games, including the first 2 games of the Stanley Cup. So make sure you head on over to Tony's Picks YouTube page, check out my preview of tonight's game, and then get my premium pick, because I've been sweeping side and total in all these games of late, Tony, and I'm going to have a play tonight in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals Game 3. I'm up over 1,200 units. You see it there. I've won 6 straight premium picks in the NHL, so I'm the guy to roll with tonight when it comes to the National Hockey League. Get my play up for it's going to be a guaranteed play. It's not up yet, Tony. It's going to be up right after this show. Promise you, boss. But get it, it's going to be a guaranteed play as well, because feeling really, really strong about the NHL. Also tonight, Tony will be in action in this Major League Baseball card, and as Collins mentioned, I'm up in the night game in the College World Series with Arkansas and Mississippi after a split yesterday, but that's okay. We're going to come back and get them tonight in that game as well. So not as crazy a week maybe for the off sports. Not a lot of soccer going, but Tony does Thursday night the NBA draft, so that's something to look forward to. I know, we don't talk a lot about the props or the betting of that, but I still like watching the draft of at least the 2 major drafts of NBA and NFL. So NBA draft Thursday night's interesting.
Yep, so that's right. Get on board here with Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. Showing good results here in hockey. Of course, right now on the board, you get long-term passes for Ramon. He does have a 3, 7, or 30 sports pass. You get all of his premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to his handicapper page and you make that purchase, also CFL WNBA season passes up there from Ramon. Don't see any individual plays for tonight yet. You might have to check the site for that. But anyway, you got long-term passes up there from Ramon. Of course, you also check out his video series. But again, any pass you pick from Ramon, you could use the promo code TonyT at checkout. and you'll save 20% off all premium pick packages. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and getting signed up. That promo code can be used on any of his long-term passes or individual plays. So check it out over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description, click the All Cappers tab, and getting signed up. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you on the show. Now we have a Twitter account, Tony'sPicks.com, set up a Twitter account for you. Of course, you've got the video series. We see that up there with WNBA, CFL, and more.
Yeah, so I got to play tonight on my Twitter account. I believe it will be up there, so pick it up. It's going to be in the College World Series tonight, so pick up the free play on my Twitter and then pick up the premium play on Tony'sPicks.com. And thanks for mentioning, Tony, the CFL and WNBA video series. It was just okay this weekend. Mixed results there as well, but throw out one more free one for you here on the show. We don't really cover the USFL on Tony's Picks, but I'm going to give out the New Jersey Generals. They're in the Final Four right now in the USFL, and I've got the New Jersey Generals to win the USFL championship, probably over the Birmingham Stallions. I really like New Jersey Generals quarterback Perez. He is actually quite a veteran. He has been around the block a few times in some of these lower leagues, and I think that the way he had the Generals going, very efficient, 71% passer, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception this season. Maybe not the MVP of the league because he's kind of a read option guy, doesn't put up the huge numbers, but a really good quarterback, Perez of the Generals, and I've got the Generals to win the USFL championship. Another free pick for you.
Yeah, free pick there for Ramon Scott. Find him over at Tony Picks Ramon. Tony's Picks has set up a Twitter account for his service here at Tony'sPicks.com, so get a look of it as well. Of course, there was I think it was a USL, the women's soccer league. I saw San Diego win there.
Yeah, they're really looking good. They've got Alex Morgan, and she's a superstar, so they're a big-time threat right now for sure. And that was nice, the league getting some play on the big CBS, some national TV. So that ladies' game, definitely improving. Not something we're necessarily covering here. There is some lines out there. I've seen some lines on those games, but yeah, the San Diego Wave, pretty good little program they got. Alex Morgan, absolute star. Obviously, not just in that, but one of the all-time greats. Let's face it.
No doubt about that. All right, Ramon, we'll keep an eye there. Continue that good work. We'll talk with you again tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on your video series as well.
Have a good week, Tony.
You got it. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Hey, we're with you, your Game Day Picks guys, Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. Be live with us so you can bet into the best numbers with our picks. You can do that here and we appreciate you guys that watch the replay. It's always good to watch the replay because you want to get some good information. Maybe there's still time to make those bets when you watch us on our replays. All our videos are on demand. You can watch a replay anytime if you miss us live. Let's continue on here with the show. Let's continue on here. I just want to give a shout out to our man Ulysses Hayes. Says, hey there, Tony T. Ulysses, hope you're having winners for today. Thanks for tuning in. Let's continue on here with the show. Now it's time for my pick. Let me put my game information up for you right now. Padres to host the Diamondbacks here, 9:40 Eastern Time. Padres $1.75, total 150. I'll be looking at the total in this one. I like it to go under total of 7. Of course, this is definitely a pitcher's park here in San Diego. Even though they moved the line, the defense is in, it's still tough to hit in that park. And we've got, of course, let me just make sure there's been no pitching changes since we've last checked this game, which I refreshed early on when we started the show. But again, I don't want to be caught off guard if there's any last-minute changes here. So we still have Davis and Darvish going, and of course, the big injury to the shortstop for the Padres. And he will not be in the lineup today. Manny Machado not in the lineup, so that's a member he doesn't look that serious. It's a sprained ankle. I guess it's serious if it's sprained ankle, but he's not in the lineup, so it's a big lineup change here for the Padres. Lose a big bat in that lineup. We know it'll be Zach Davies. ERA under 4. Does have a whip of 1.20. 20% strikeout. Does get the ground ball. Limits his home runs. Of course, Yu Darvish on the hill for San Diego's put up some pretty good numbers here. ERA 3.35. Whip 0.97. Ground ball rate 40%. Less than 1 home run per 9 innings, which is good. Of course, the Padres had issues scoring runs in Colorado after that great start to their road trip. But again, Arizona's just a really poor team hitting right-handers. Of course, no Manny Machado in the lineup. Of course, the big man Tatis has been out here with injuries. 2 big bats out. I'll go San Diego and Arizona to go under total of 7 runs. Hey guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com. I have a 3-pack right now over at the site. Right now for Major League Baseball, my 3 best bets together in a 3-pack. I am the units leader over at Tony'sPicks.com for 2022 in Major League Baseball. So check me out over at the site and get on board with what my 3-pack for Major League Baseball for today. Also, the long-term pass will serve you well. Part of the 3 is you can get my 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. All of my premium plays there for that period of time you select when we go to over to the handicapper page and you make that purchase. So get on board with one of my long-term passes. We're going to save you some money here when you use the promo code here, TonyT at checkout. You can access our page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. You'll find me amongst all the cappers there at Tony'sPicks.com. So get signed up with one of our long-term passes over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's continue on here with the show. I was just checking out some of the comments. We get some really good comments here from our audience, so we appreciate all you guys contributing with your comments. Of course, our man Trevino Sloan with a thank you and a heart. We appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. Hope your day is a winning one. Let's continue on here with the show. Now it's time for our recap. Let's bring in the recap for you right now. We started the show off with Collins. He liked the White Sox and Blue Jays under 9. Dylan was on the Yankees minus 130 against the Rays. Ramon likes the Cubs. Pirates to go over total of 8. Yours truly, Diamondbacks, Padres under total of 7 runs. All right, that'll do it for this edition here of Game Day Picks, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring our cappers in from Tony'sPicks.com and they'll give out live free picks for the games in prime time or beginning after 4 Eastern Time. We'll kind of cut it off there. We don't want to cut you off too close. So after 4 Eastern Time is what we ask here on the show. We'll get those picks so you guys can make those bets. Tune in again tomorrow live at 3 Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We always ask you guys, make sure you subscribe, set the notifications, likes, thumbs up, be with us live, get the best numbers when you place your bets from our picks, when we give you those great information. Let's go ahead. Let's bring in our crew from this afternoon. Going to wave goodbye. You guys have yourself a great afternoon. Make it a winning night. We'll talk with you again tomorrow live at 3 Eastern Time with Game Day Picks.